Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to get our hands dirty with some Dave Ramsey. We're doing a deep dive into his Total Money Makeover today.
Yeah, we're digging into that YouTube audiobook excerpt. You sent lots of good stuff in there.
Seriously, his advice is always so practical. Like, he doesn't just tell you what to do with your money.
It's more about understanding why we make the financial decisions we make, right? Like, why do we end up in debt in the first place?
Exactly. And he kicks off the book with a really relatable analogy, getting in shape.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's like, we all know that eating junk food and skipping the gym isn't good for us, but sometimes we still do it, right?
Totally. It's about breaking those bad habits.
And Ramsey calls that confronting our financial denial. We're like that frog in the boiling water, slow to realize we're in hot water, financially speaking, until it's too late.
And to bring it back to you listening, where are you at with your finances? Are you slowly accepting the heat getting turned up without realizing it?
It's a wake-up call for sure. And he throws out this crazy stat. 88% of college seniors graduate with credit card debt. 88%.
It's like you're just starting out in life, and you're already behind the eight ball.
It's no wonder so many people feel trapped by their finances.
Exactly. And Ramsey's big on this point. Debt is not a tool for building wealth.
He challenges that whole idea of good debt versus bad debt.
Yep, he says true financial freedom comes from being completely debt-free.
And he tackles all those money myths we tell ourselves. I need a credit card for emergencies. Leasing is for sophisticated people.
Oh, and my personal favorite. I got a 0% interest rate, might as well take advantage of it.
Right. But then you get hit with those hidden fees.
And you're stuck in that cycle of debt.
Ramsey shares some pretty powerful stories to illustrate this. There's one about a couple, Sarah and John, who got a balloon mortgage.
Oh, yeah, they thought that they were getting a great deal at first.
Right, but then they couldn't refinance when the time came, and they ended up losing their home.
It's heartbreaking, and it shows how easily these things can happen.
He also talks about this guy who used a home equity loan for an emergency, which, in Ramsey speak, is a big no-no.
Because an emergency fund is for emergencies, not debt.
Exactly. And this guy also ended up losing his house. It's a tough lesson to learn.
That's why Ramsey stresses the importance of building that solid financial foundation. Ditch the credit cards, buy used cars, and build up your emergency fund.
And speaking of credit cards, did you know that 60% of people don't pay them off in full each month?
So much for that free money, right?
It's an illusion. And it keeps people trapped in that cycle of debt.
Imagine a life with less financial stress, where you're in control of your money instead of the other way around. That's what Ramsey wants for everyone.
All right, so we face those financial demons head on time to unleash our inner warriors and tackle those baby steps.
It's like climbing Mount Everest step by step. We reach that peak of financial freedom.
I love that analogy. So, baby step one, what's the first base camp on this climb?
Scrape together that $1,000 emergency fund pronto. It's like having a safety net for those little stumbles along the way.
Like a financial cushion for when life throws those curveballs we all know too well, right?
Exactly. It's not about building Rome overnight. It's about taking that crucial first step. Then comes the fun part. Baby step two, the debt snowball.
It's time to channel our inner child and hurl some snowballs at those debts, starting with the smallest.
Imagine this. You list out all your debts, from tiniest to most terrifying, and you attack that smallest one with a vengeance. Every spare penny, every extra hour worked.
I love how it's all about building that momentum, those small victories fueling you to conquer the next.
Psychology plays a huge role. Imagine paying off a credit card, wiping that slate clean. It's exhilarating.
It's like that I can do this moment.
Absolutely. And Ramsey tells this incredible story, keeps me motivated, about a couple who paid off $78,000 in debt in just 21 months. They sold their car, worked extra shifts. Talk about gazelle intensity.
Wow, talk about going above and beyond.
Think about outrunning those financial predators, showing those debts who's boss.
So inspiring. Okay, what comes after we've launched our debt snowball attack?
It's time to fortify that emergency fund. Baby step three, bump it up to cover 3-6 months of expenses.
Because those financial blizzards can hit when you least expect it, right?
Precisely. Now comes the exciting part, building for the future. Baby steps 4, 5, and 6. All about investing in your dreams.
From debt demolition to dream building, I love it.
Baby step 4, start building that nest egg, investing 15% of your income for retirement.
It's like planting a seed that will grow into a mighty oak of financial security.
Slow and steady, remember. No get-rich-quick schemes here. Consistency is key. It's the tortoise and the hare all over again. Slow and steady wins the race.
It's all about playing the long game, right?
Exactly. Then there's baby step 5. Thinking about little ones, saving for their education.
Helping them avoid that student debt trap is huge.
Right. Explore those alternatives. Community college, trade schools. Sometimes the path less traveled is paved with more gold and less debt.
And finally, the summit, the ultimate victory dance, baby step 6, paying off that mortgage.
Imagine owning your home outright. The peace of mind, the financial freedom. He tells this story about a couple who bought their $150,000 house with cash.
Cash. Okay, now that's impressive.
They embraced frugality, lived below their means, and made it happen. It's about aligning your spending with your values.
Truly inspiring. Okay, we've climbed that mountain of debt, planted our flag on financial freedom peak. What's next? Time to enjoy the view.
Right. It's not about living like a monk. It's about living intentionally. Remember that 15% we're investing.
Compound interest's our new best friend.
Exactly. Ramsey uses this example. Always blows my mind. Invest $625 a month from age 30 to 70. You could end up with almost $8 million.
Talk about a retirement plan. Makes those lattes seem less tempting, huh? But Ramsey's not just about accumulating wealth, is he?
Nope. He talks about aligning your money with your values, which is something I think about a lot.
Me too. It's so important. Once your finances are solid, it's like, okay, what really matters? And for him, giving back is huge.
Huge. The story about Secret Santa. Man.
So powerful, right? This guy, every Christmas, he'd walk around giving away thousands of dollars to random people, no strings attached.
Just spreading joy. It really gets you thinking,
It shows that real wealth isn't about how much you have, but how much you give. And for Ramsey, that's the heart of a total money makeover.
It's about transforming your relationship with money and, in turn, transforming your life.
So well said. It's about finding that balance, being responsible, being generous, and enjoying the journey.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover. Hopefully, you've picked up some great tips and maybe even a little inspiration for your own financial journey.